Hi, welcome to the channel. Let's have a look at our new car in Forza Horizon 5. We have BMW M3 GTR painted exactly the same as it was in Need for Speed Most Wanted, one of the boss's cars. It's beautiful looking thing. I did modify it to A-Class and it's designed for the grip race. Then we'll see how this will drive. We'll go for a quick drive around here and we'll move straight into the race because I'm very interested how this car will behave, and hopefully this will be something what we can all enjoy, and maybe you can replicate this build for yourselves as well. Then let's have a look. Can we actually turn left here? Heavy braking. I should invest in braking. Clearly that wasn't the best on my end. Let's carry on. Okay, 160 kilometers per hour. No drama. To be honest, this car does not get oversteering whatsoever, but problem is if you overdo it, you'll go dead straight. There is no giving this car. Okay, then we just need to work on the speed and we'll try doing this in a moment. Then let's teleport into one of the races, and where I like to test my cars, I'm going to Bahia de Plano circuit. I'm finding this quite interesting because you have fast corners, you have few slower corners, and one or two tricky ones. Then let's go and we'll see what we can do here with this M3. I know it's not the quickest, and I realize it's not meta, but it's definitely a fun build. Then hopefully you'll enjoy with me and we can have some great fun together with this car. And could you let me know, are you actually still playing Forza Horizon 5, or have you started, or you got bored? What's your view on this game? Because I still love it, to be honest. I'm making all of the weekly challenges in order to unlock new cars. I have all of the cars in game at the moment, which I'm very happy of. And I'm interested to know what you guys think. Are you still playing Need for Speed? Sorry, the Forza Horizon. Apologies, I've been playing some Need for Speed recently as well. Just to remind myself of the series, especially that there is a potential of the new game coming back to the market. It meant to be called Need for Speed 2022, but we are not sure will this actually happen this year. It wasn't officially yet announced, and we'll see. Oh Jesus, I messed up. Unfortunately, talking and steering, it's not my forte today. Maybe because I had a very long day at work, and you know how it is. We all sometimes get in a bit too much. At the moment we are in position 4, which is not too bad. We just overtake this Caterham and we'll be chasing, I believe we have Jaguar up front. Then we'll see, can we actually catch up. That was very late braking on my end, but we're doing this. It's actually not too bad. Obviously this car does not have performance of for example Ford GT40, that one from 60s, but it's still not too bad. I'm managing to keep up with them despite making a few bad mistakes at start, but we're still trying to make it. As you see, we're actually catching up, and we play, I believe, in highly skilled or pro level. I'm not entirely sure. We'll have a look after this race just to make sure that you understand in what level we play, in order to see how this car can perform versus anyone's abilities. At the moment I noticed that we actually lack in acceleration. I'm trying to do whatever I can in order to cut corners and catch up with them. We done a bit of ground here, but it's still not enough to overtake them. We are definitely getting closer, but do we have enough time to overtake them? That's interesting question. If I don't mess this up, potentially we could do it. Definitely one Jag we can take, but the hard top running away because I cut through that corner and we ended up on the second place with Clean Racing, then I think it's not too shabby. I'm not sure, what do you think? Let me know if you can do this better and where I made mistakes that I can improve my racing as well. Okay, then looking at the times, funny enough, we didn't have best time, and the best time had 3 cars on the end, which is quite interesting. Then let's try again. Let's choose different track, something more towny maybe, and at the same time we'll have a look at level of difficulty in this game. Then we'll look at the city race. It's not one of my favorites, but I think this will be good test for this car, just to see how this car will behave on very small tidy corners. And have I missed a race? Bear with me. Perfect. Cathedral race. Then we'll see. We'll go with this one, and let's check what difficulty we are racing on. I'm actually very interested what difficulty I did set up. Then, as I mentioned, this is beautiful car with this paintwork, looks amazing. And in terms of abilities, I'm not very impressed at this moment, to be honest. It's better than average, but I would not give it nowhere near even 7 or 8 rating. Or maybe just my build, it's not that good. Then let's have a look. On highly skilled, yeah, we are on highly skilled, and as you can see from any type of supports, we only have anti-lock brakes on. Then let's move on to Cathedral race, and let's see, can we actually win this race. Obviously, what you can do, you can crash into opponents and gain some spaces, but we'll be not doing that, because that's not racing, that's just bumping into the cars. It's not in spirit of this game, isn't it? Then let's see what we can do here. A bit of crash, but we managed to squeeze in without too many bumps. That was DTM style. Then let's see, can we actually catch up? Those slow corners actually are not great for this car. It's way too lumpy, and it's missing out, and does not have a turning circuit big enough, unfortunately, for those corners. But then we need to do a bit more braking and see, can we actually push through with a bit of tailgate slide. Can we actually overtake this beautiful gentleman or lady in this Jaguar? We're definitely getting closer to that beautiful blue car. I so much like those cars, and if I would be single, I would definitely consider one of those as a daily driver, but unfortunately when you have family, it's a bit more tricky, as we know, and we need a bit bigger car. If they would make something beautiful in a state, I would definitely go for it. Then we managed to overtake that beautiful Jaguar, and now we are on first place. Heavy braking, and we scraped the wall a bit, unfortunately. As this car turning circle, it's not great, but what I can see, it does accelerate quite well. And I think it will have actually quite good top speed as most of BMWs. Then maybe street racing would be much better for this car rather than circuit racing or technical circles. But you never know. Maybe in future we'll do that test as well, because this episode will actually condense only of 2 races. And hopefully we can actually win the second one. Surprisingly, I thought that this car will do much better in race number 1 rather than race number 2. But you never know. Let's check how this car slides. Slides really nice. Again, I built a 4-wheel drive, then there is no drama here. It's a really clean drive, but again, those tight corners, especially when you wish to take them a bit quicker, they are impossible. You need to take your time and use the technique of look slow but it's actually quick. You know, one of those. Then in my view, looks beautiful, drives not too bad. It will be definitely not my first choice for A1 racing, but you know, maybe it's your cup of tea, and as a gimmick you will use it in any online races. And if in future, I will definitely consider that, but as I mentioned, this will be definitely not my first choice. And we managed to secure first place, which is always good. And with time 3:16, I don't think it's that great, to be honest with you. Quickest lap time, that's actually good. We had lap time quicker than BMW M3 GTR, which finished on the third place with 1 minute 4. We had 1 minute 3.5. Then that's a great result. Then have a look at the car again, and yeah, I will be interested to hear what do you think about it. Do you like the looks of this car? Do you actually using it in this game, or is that one of the gimmicks which you have in your garage, or maybe not, and you don't planning to use? And on the end, we actually have cathedral bells ringing for us. Then again, thank you very much for watching, guys, and see you next time. Take care.